Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Veggie Chops, and today is a little bit of a kind of an announcement, kind of a little bit of a new beginning kind of thing. Um, so I just wanted to say, first of all, new mic. I hope you noticed, because honestly, I watched the last video of The Long Dark that I posted, and honestly, the mic was so bad I couldn't even listen to it. I felt like the other mic was from my headset. So I have the Arctis Steel Series 1, and that headset is amazing, but honestly, that mic is actually pretty bad. It's okay for gaming, but like when you want to record actual videos and stuff like that, it's super annoying because I feel like it gives me a lisp. And I don't actually have a lisp, I don't think, at least. So there's that. It didn't catch the full range of my voice, so I hope you this is much more enjoyable, not distracting, I guess. Second announcement is we're going to continue with The Long Dark. I think I have some time off tomorrow, so I might make a video about The Long Dark. I think maybe what we're going to do is do a little bit more exploration, so like a part 3 of the Far Territories, Tales from Far Territories, the new map, the airfield. We'll probably do one more exploration, then I'll restart into an actual survival mode, so we can like experience the real, the real fear of dying in the game, because I feel like the mode we're in right now for exploring is fine, but like you want to be a little bit more challenged. And third but last, I guess last but not least, I guess what it is, I'm going to be doing some of this game. Now this game I've talked about a couple of times on the channel. This is the hunting game, The Hunter Call of the Wild. I've been playing it for about 2 months and a half now, 2 months, and I've just been enjoying this so much. And I think it's because the environment is so immersive. It just feels good to be here. Like it's a hunting game, and sometimes I'll jump into a game and I'll hunt a bunch of animals, and sometimes I won't hunt many. Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 in like an hour, and I'll still really enjoy myself because the environment's so immersive. They did such a good job. The textures are really nice. I don't know if this comes out on on the stream. You guys could see how the textures are, but the textures are pretty good. So I'm just gonna do a quick introduction to the game. If anyone just following the channel, welcome. If you've never played this game, it goes on sale pretty often. I think it might even be on sale right now, and it's just really well done. I find I'm very impressed by the game. So let's just go over the UI quickly. So it's first person, obviously. I'm holding some binoculars. On the right side of the bottom of the screen, there's going to be your compass, and there's a little cone, a green cone. That is the direction of the wind. So if you have animals, for example, that way, they're going to smell you from a pretty far distance, because you're upwind, right? When they're downwind, they're gonna smell you. Most animals have pretty good scent. It depends on the animal. So some are good, have really good eyesight, some have really good scent. In general, the animals smell really well from around like 100 to 200 meters. You're probably not gonna get close to them. If the wind is at your back, I guess at your blowing towards you, I guess, yeah. If you're downwind, the animal won't smell you, and you could often sneak up, especially on animals like moose, where they have really bad eyesight. You can really just like sneak up on them and get super close to them if you're really quiet. In the bottom right, you're gonna see after the compass there's a heart. That's your heart meter. So depending on how much you're running or extending yourself, you might have a hard time aiming. So you'll see there's some sway in the gun. If your heart is beating a lot, the sway is going to be more, and you won't be able to aim as well. You can hold your breath, and then your gun stabilizes. The second box there is how visible you are. So right now we're pretty visible. Right now we're fully visible because it's a circle. When we stop, it's like semi-visible because we're kind of camouflaged. If we go into a tree, we're visible from behind, I think that is, or semi-visible. And then we can crouch in a tree. We're not visible at all. There's also the prone. Oh no, we're prone right now. Sorry, this is prone. So we're on our stomach. There's the crouch, which also gives you visibility and auditory reduction. So, and how you know how loud you are is the last icon on the right. It's a speaker. So we're making full volume right now. We jump, we're making extreme volume. If you run, you're making pretty loud volume. If you're crawling, you're making, if you're crouched, less volume. Prone, where is it? Prone is here. You're making almost no volume. And if you stop, you're not making any volume. So that's pretty much the things, the dynamics that the game uses in the hunt. So it's pretty interesting. We'll talk about, if you're along for the ride, we'll talk about the dynamics of the game. I'm not the best person for describing everything in a hunting game, to be honest, but I have been playing for 2 months and a half, I guess, ish. And I have a pretty good setup now. I'm pretty happy with how it works. So I'll just go through my... we're going to have a little quest to do here, and then I'll stop it, so I won't make the... hold on, let's just see how long this... So... yeah, it might be, we'll make maybe like a 15-20 minute video, just a little quick announcement video. So right now we're on this map called Layton Lakes. It's my favorite map because it's one of the starting maps, and I know it better than any other map. There's several maps where you could go into. One is in northern Russia. We have one in the Yukon. There's some in Mississippi, in the Savannah, in Africa, and you have a bunch of them from all over the world. So if you have a certain kind of feeling you want to have on a hunt, you can go and find that if you have the map downloaded. Most of the maps are DLC, so you have to buy them. But when they go on major sale, they're worth picking up because they just give you hours and hours and hours of fun. Like, I've spent so many hours on this map. Just unlocking things. So just to give you a little idea, these are the districts. So you have like six districts, I think, on this map. And in all these places, there's at least 1 or 2 cabins, outposts. And these outposts, you could fast travel between them at any time. So it's an instantaneous travel. There's a time in game. I think it moves 4 times faster than art in real life. So every minute that passes in real life is 4 minutes in the game. 15 minutes in real life is an hour in the game, etc., etc. So, you can fast travel between places. And how the animals work in here is they work by need zones. So they have drinking times. So like you sometimes go around lakes and you'll pick up their times. You'll see their tracks and you'll say, oh, the black-tailed deer was here from 4 to 8. They have sleeping times. Sleeping zones. So here we have jackrabbit from 10 to 2. There's different need zones, like let's see if we can find some. There's feed zones. I don't know how I don't have any. So the little Z or Z for my American friends is the sleeping zone. The little drop is the drinking zone, and they have feeding zones. I just apparently don't have any. Oh, here. So feeding zones. For example, black bears from 4 o'clock in the morning till 8, they eat in this zone. So you could creep up on them and sometimes find a black bear. But it's pretty hard because there's a lot of foliage here, and you're very loud, and bears are super sensitive to sound and smell. So yeah, and the environment, like I said, is super beautiful. Look at this. It's raining, and you guys know how I love the rain. So what we're going to do in this one is we're going to, right now it's 5 o'clock, so it's peak time for black-tailed deer. We're going to go hit this up here. You can see I've already, these little shading, I guess a shade on the map, it denotes either a fog, so you haven't discovered it yet, or if it's on a specific place and it turns purple, like you see there's I don't know if you can see that, but it's a purplish tinge, that means that there's hunting pressure. When you have hunting pressure, you start, it's like this here. This is hunting pressure right here. When you kill an animal, it gets this shade of color. When you kill 2, it kind of gets this purple, and then it gets more like neon colored as you go. If you kill 4 animals in a hunting zone, you delete the zone, so they don't show up anymore. Which is bad, so you don't want to do that. And there's a DLC called tripods and something, and I have a tripod on this hunting area here because I wanted to reduce the hunting pressure. Anyway, If you don't know what I'm talking about, it'll become apparent in as the episodes go along. I wanted to do I wanted to get my stash here, so I'll show you quickly my setup. I just wanna put some stuff away here because I want to switch up that stand that we have on that hunting place, and I want to try out a tree stand because I've never tried that before. So we are going to be hitting up this right here. So we're going to be trying to do a little you know, semicircle here because I don't want to disturb these animals that are feeding on this point here. So you'll see here, there's the point there. It's 500 meters away. So you can run, and you're going to notice as we're running, I'll go this way, that on the bottom right, our heart is going to start beating as we run. Now, because we're a pretty high level, like I think I'm level 30, these things are reduced. Like when you start the game out and you start running, you're like automatically you're out of you're out of breath. So it's kind of funny. I have a lot of perks because I've gained levels and gained skill points. So you're going to see my heart is beating like crazy. You can run indefinitely in this game, so that's not a problem. It's not like you run out of stamina, but when you want to take a shot, let's say you're running and you see an animal, now I'm going to be swaying a lot and I'm going to have a hard time. I'm holding my breath right now and I can't because you know, I can't hold still because of my heartbeat. So that's one thing to notice. I love that when you run through foliage, it actually makes things louder. You can see the bar, the sound bar on the right. It's getting red because we're walking through crushed leaves and stuff like that. So you can make more noise through, you know, walking through the forest. You got to watch out where you place your foot, which is really a nice detail. It's super important in a game like this to be able to control the environment around you or understand it and use it to your advantage and manipulate your behavior too. So here we have our first call, and that's a Roosevelt elk. I haven't actually killed a Roosevelt elk in a very long time. I actually never hunt them on this map. I don't even know if we'll be able to see them. Hold on, let me just see if we can. The sound came from there somewhere. Oh. It's around here somewhere. I guess it's running away, maybe. I did see, oh. So you could sometimes get, if you're not close, you could sometimes like just spot them out of the corner of your eye here. But it'll come up as an option. So sometimes you could cheat it, like I'm kind of doing here. I actually don't know where it is though. I didn't see it. Oh, there. So there's a Roosevelt elk in a need zone. It's resting. So technically this is a pretty easy shot. Here I'll show you what this little menu on the right side is. So you see there's an animal, Roosevelt elk. It's health, so it's anywhere from 75 to 100%. Since we haven't hit it, it's most likely 100%. It's eating right now. You see that it's a female. So females usually don't carry trophies unless they have horns or antlers in general. If it's a bear, they do. Buffalo, I think they do as well. It tells you what their state is. Now, this is all information I got because I'm a higher level. When you start out the game, you don't get this like very specific, details about what's happening. So we have another animal over here. That's another Roosevelt elk. So we could try hunting this elk right now since it's really easy. Let's try it out. Now on the far right, it says 8, if you notice. And 8 means the class of weapon. Now, it's super important that you use the proper weapon. Right now, I only have 2 weapons on me because we're hunting deer. So you are using the 308 Zarza, and that is at the bottom right. It tells you recommended classes 4 to 8. Don't worry about the other stuff right now. It's not super important. Once you know what the class level is, you can pretty much get away with a lot of stuff. And then this is the 300, which is 7 to 9. So technically, I can use the 300. But the 300 is kind of overkill on a deer, but let's just do it anyway, just to show you guys what. And I could see that she's down to 25, 50, 25, and then she's gonna drop right there. So she dropped. So we weren't like the wind wasn't blowing in her direction, so she didn't see us. We were pretty camouflaged over here. We weren't making any noise. So those are three things that contribute to us being able to effectively hunt that elk. Now you can see on our map here, see how it's all purple now? If I was on my stand, I could have killed her without making much pressure. So I'm just gonna place a waypoint here just to find her. And the lake is down there, so we're gonna take a little, a little turn around here. Oh, there she is. At the starting of the game, if you play, you kind of just want to kill anything. I was going for trophies right away, but then I realized, the females and the males give you money, and they give you experience. So here you go. We killed our first animal, female Roosevelt elk, and it's a double lung shot with the vertebrae. Like I said, the 300's a little bit overkill. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Here, the 300. It's a pretty intense weapon, so I usually use the Zarza 308. 300's just crazy overkill. So how the trophy rating works is, well, it's a female Roosevelt elk, so there's no trophy, but you'll be scored on the proper use of the caliber. So depending on the gun class, if you shot the animal two times or fewer, based on the intact trophy organs. So she doesn't have any trophy organs, so it doesn't really matter. And hitting a vital organ. So it's important to kill the animal as quick as possible, and as ethically as possible, which is having the right caliber bullet. Let's just check out here. I'm just going to do this quickly, and we're going to go down to the water. And we're going to try the tree stand, because I'd never tried it before, and I'm very curious about how it works. I'm assuming it works like a tripod, where you could just step up. I'll show you guys a tripod, what it looks like, because I have one set up there. Because I was hunting here the other day, and I thought to myself, this is a nice little area to just hang out and chat. So we'll try it out here. Now, this is a small lake, so if you take a shot at... Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a black-tailed deer here. I have a spray, and everyone starts with a spray when you start up the game that eliminates the scent. It's not a full elimination, but it reduces it by a good amount. I don't know what the percentage is, but this guy can still smell me and hear me, even though I'm crawling and I am scent reduced and I am downwind. So you can just see that the animal is very sensitive to sound and smell. I'm gonna try to not stress him out, because that would be a nice little thing to show you guys to hunt him. If not, there might be other animals on the other bank. Oh, there's animals on the other side of the bank, so we don't have to worry too much about him if he gets mad at us. We're not too worried about that, because we have other hunts. So what we'll do is we'll try to set up the tree stand. And what I noticed is, I played a couple of minutes before this, and when you place stands down, the animals do hear you within like 200 meters. So these animals on this other side of the bank are about 200 meters away. So we'll see if we can successfully place the tree stand. Oh, there's a whole herd here. Oh my god. Okay, there's only one male here. I would like to try to probably push for the males as much as possible to show you guys the trophies. Also, I just mostly go for males now that I've reached a level that I have almost everything. I've almost unlocked everything in the game that I want to unlock. I'm just missing the moose collar. These are instruments that you use to call animals. I think I might have a deer collar on me. Yeah, I do. See, so like, you make noises and the animals will be persuade to come towards you. So the animals, see, they're moving. I don't know if you saw that. They're moving. They're coming towards us now. They're a lot of the females will be curious. Males will be curious. People, yeah. See, they're starting to move towards us now. So if we're really well camouflaged and we call them, they might end up coming up just like underneath you. I'll try to get to this stand and see if we can call them in more. Oh, we got a female. Oh, we got an animal coming up right now. Oh god. So you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but she's coming through. So the caller, depending on the situation, the caller can or cannot work. It may or may not work. So they're starting to smell us now. Yeah, so that caller was pretty damn effective, right? Oh, there's one too. See, she's curious, and we're even visible, and she's curious. So like, she might be nervous. Alert. She's alert. Yeah. So the animal knows that we're here now. Kind of. We haven't given. There's another one. He keeps on hissing at us. He's like, get out of my territory. Oh, there's a little male here. No, that's a female. I just saw another. Yeah, so there is one up here. I just don't know. I don't know if it's a male or a female. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's one of our tripods right here. Let me just check what the time is on this recording. Yeah, so we'll go. I have to leave soon for work. So I'm gonna just show you guys what this looks like. So I put this down a couple of days ago. I can't remember when it was, but and you basically mount into it, and you have now the animal heard me mount into it, but you have a pretty good view. You have a higher view of the animals, like a better advantage. So we have a bunch of animals we can shoot at. We're just going to pick the male that kind of suits us best. This one, you can see the trophy rating in the bottom right of that little pop-up. It's 116 to 144. He's alert. And you can see it's not, the audio is not really working right because he's there and the audio came from there. But it's pretty generalized. There's another male over here. 122, that's a smaller male. 139, 130. 149, that's the biggest one we've seen so far. Now, 149, yeah. So what we can do is 143. There's a bunch of males here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go for a little group here. So there's one here, that's 149, and maybe I could shoot for one of these two, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'll take a shot, and then we'll try to shoot for two of them. And you'll notice on the map, we shot one animal, and this was the hunting pressure, so it got kind of intense right away. And you'll notice that because we're in the stand, all right, down two animals. That was pretty good. I probably could have even taken a third shot. And you'll notice that the purple is much less intense, so that these stands are basically cheating. They're basically cheating. So I do have a tree stand, and I want to see if I could how to set it up, because I've never done it before. So in my inventory, portable structures, I'm going to put this into key 3, and we'll see how we can. When tree stand is equipped, compatible trees will be highlighted. Oh, you can't just head it on any tree. Deploys in a tree. Enter your deployed tree stand to get close. Okay. So I don't Okay, so we might have to go further up. Okay. It says it'll be highlighted. I guess they have to have much bigger trees. Cannot place trees on the... Try placing on the highlighted areas. Is there like a... I don't really know. Oh, there. Okay, there's... Oh, I see a highlighted area. Okay, so... Here. But is that even good for hunting here? It's like almost like it's not... Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Although I'm not super convinced that this is... See, our view is not great for certain hunting areas. Like here it's fine, but it's not even good. And over here, like where we killed the animals, like it was just not good enough. Like, see. I'm gonna take it, and we'll see if there's another place we could put it that's better. Feels like that's not good enough either. Alright, that's a little disappointing. I don't know where we can put it that would be optimal for the next time I come in. Because I don't want to... I want to put it in a place where we can see like a lot of animals. Maybe here. Although this is kind of too close to the... yeah, this is too... I wouldn't be able to get... Okay, we're not going to set it up yet. We'll leave that stand where it is because it seems to be pretty good. Let's go pick up those animals and then I'll end the episode. So this is basically kind of an introduction to this series. I really wanted to make a hunting series where we just kind of chill out together. I haven't come up with a name yet, and I'm gonna probably make an intro sometime this week or next week for it, so we can have like a nice little series, kind of like we did with the Long Dark Northern Adventures. Isn't this game beautiful though? It also, for some reason, it gives me Long Dark vibes sometimes. I know it's not at all the same art style at all, but there's something about it being alone in the wilderness. You know, you're not trying to survive because you don't have to eat in this game, but you know, just the isolation with the nature, just find it's beautiful. So where did we take the shots? There's one animal right there. Those animals dropped pretty quickly, I gotta say. Oh, there they are. They're both there. So we were kind of lucky. You'll see the shot over here. Oh, it didn't allow. Oh, there. It's not a letting. Oh, examine track. Vital organ hit. See, so when you hit a vital organ, especially on these smaller animals, like you're gonna down them. So it's a silver. You can see that it was 8 points away from gold, and our cash prize. Here we are. We hit the animal in the right lung, liver, stomach, and through the flesh. So perfect shot. That was the second shot. This is the first shot. And I can't. Well, it was the blood splatter is quite large, so it's most likely a vital shot. And here we see right lung, left lung. So the vitals are the heart, the lungs. I think the liver is a vital. I can't remember. There's some other report here. If you hit the spinal cord, you could down them. The brain, I'm pretty sure, is a vital, but you destroy the trophy, so you don't really want to do that. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So that was a cool little hunt, and it wasn't even that intense. So you know, we got two bucks here. I'll just show you the fast travel. I have some things also like this. I have a tent, so these are like movable fast travel things. So I actually have a hunting route that I do for blacktail. I actually accidentally destroyed one of the hunting feeding grounds. I had one over here and I destroyed it because I was hunting it too much. Is it here? It's somewhere here. Yeah, I think it's like here. I always had a bunch of animals here, and then they just disappeared because I hunted them too much. So that's the Hunter Call of the Wild. So we're gonna end the video here. I hope the sound was better. The mic. I hope you enjoy that more than the other kind of screechy, tinny kind of mic. And thank you so much for watching. So I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.